Guys, this is Skinless, the guild leader for the Eternal Alliance, and today we're going to be looking at something a little special. We're going to be looking at the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren Tier 6 event. Now, there are lots of videos out there, I'm sure that many people have seen, that kind of go over the difficulty of this challenge, and a lot of them will probably show it to you after they've gone ahead and gotten their tickets, after they've gotten everything all set to go. I'm doing it just during, because I figure it's another tool at your fingertips. I go over a little bit, a few things that have worked really, really well for me compared to others, and I just hope that maybe this can give you an idea. I have not lost with this method. So I actually learned this from another YouTuber that I'm going to go ahead and link in the comments, and I definitely recommend checking out their video as well if you're having difficulties whatsoever. We'll go over mods a little bit more than they do. But so with this event, you're going for the ultimate mats, and a lot of people will end up having those. Right away, or trying to get they'll make all this later. Anyway, you can't use your ultimate until you have all the mats. You gotta get 10 of them, so you burn a lot of tickets in this. If you're like me and you're free to play, you really have to work for a while to get these. So the lineup that I've been turned on to specifically is going to be using SLKR, First Order Officer, Kylo Ren, General Hux, and Captain Phasma. Now, I waited until I was R7 to do the to this tier. It kind of just worked out. I already had the gear ready to go. I think I was like R5 right off the bat, and then I had to wait a couple days. But with SLKR, the big thing for him, so we've got all the Zetas here, and he's gone to the Relic 7. You can see they released Relic 8, which is really sad to see that now. The big thing for him is going to be specifically looking at his health. I've seen you want to be up in the top, I've seen around 130, 140,000. I've never had a problem going as low as 120 to sacrifice that to get additional speed elsewhere. The speed, I've seen about 530 works really, really well. I like the 540. Seems to work really, really well for me, just continuing to be on top of the game, on top of the mode. Damage is definitely the one that gets less negotiable. Now, the very first time I did this, I actually did this with 10,500. For the damage. I was not able to get up to that 11,000 mark. So it can be done at 10,500, 10,000 mark. It's a lot harder, but you definitely want to get around to the 11,000 for your damage. He's going to be doing really all of the work for this here. I mean, the other really doesn't really matter here. You just want his damage up, and you want the speed around the 530. I found works. And then, like I said, 120,000 health works just fine. I haven't had a lot of issues there. So you might have to move a few things around. The biggest things is going to be using the speed svet with, I used the offense for the arrow, for the triangle, as well as for the cross. So I went with health there for the circle, and we already know the rest there. So I went with speed secondaries and some health and offense best I could. Just offense really all around the board. Then for the next big piece that you're going to want to be looking at is your next fastest character. So you want to go with Hux here. I've gone with the R5 level. With him, specifically, again, I've gone with the speed and health. I've done that with a lot of these guys here, just to get the extra speed areas that I need to get. I've gone with the speed, health, offense. Now you could probably go with a health here. He doesn't, I mean, that would probably be ideal. I just got the 23 speed there, which is what really shot him into my realm of existence there. So you could probably do better with the health or protection in that spot. But specifically what happened was we went with the 315 speed. I knew that was a target that kind of seemed to stand out. A lot of people are doing that 315, 320 speed. Any survivability aspects is pretty nice, but you don't need to worry about his damage whatsoever as far as for what I've been able to obtain from this event. So you want him to be your second fastest tune right behind SLKR, so technically, theoretically fastest. Then you want to go to your First Order Officer. And with the First Order Officer, what you want to do here is you want him to be your second or your third fastest, technically, behind SLKR, R5 for the event. And then you are going to be looking at specifically, if I go into his mods again, speed, protection. Basically, I just went ahead and I didn't really care about anything else besides I did do health where I could, because health is going to be better than the protection based upon the first order. And then you get the 304 speed. I've seen people sit around the 310 mark, and that works really, really well for them. I just really just based upon the modding I could get him to that 304 mark, and I left him there because that's going to still put him as just second fastest. The damage does not matter. He's not going to be doing any damage really. So pop out of that. Then you're going to be looking at your next fastest, which is going to be your Captain Phasma. And now you don't really need to go super fast here. Just around I think the minimum I've seen was a 260 was the slowest I've seen. Be able to do this really well. Be able to outspeed what you need to do. I got her to the 264, and that, while low on some spectrums, it just works. I've been able to get it to work. Other stats, again, do not matter. I'm just going for the speed here specifically, just getting these orders. And I've gone ahead and gone with these health bits just to get them more survival, so they last a little longer throughout the battle. And then finally, you've got your Kylo Ren. So Kylo Ren here, I don't even have all 6 dot on him. So I've gone ahead and gone with the next, just the slowest of the characters at 259 speed. You have to have this order to make this work right. And I've just kind of speed where needed, health. This is not the way I would mod them normally, but this is for the event specifically. So 259, so it needs to be slower. I accidentally had Kylo faster than Phasma for a minute. I had to slow him down a little bit. So as far as anything goes, really damage for your SLKR. Everyone else is just a speed specific. So let's actually go into the event here. All right, so you've got your generalized text, that they're going to go through here, and you could go through that on your own there, just kind of cinematic. So a couple things here that are going to be different. Some of the other tiers is going to be this button here. Don't worry about that yet. That is going to be something you actually use after you've kind of set yourself up properly. So we're going to start off by using our middle move here to stun Finn. So we stun Finn. And we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to turn meter onto SLKR. This is why we got this turn order. We're going to stun Poe. All right. Awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and give turn meter back to Kylo. So now he's got all these stacks of his siphon set up to go. And what we're going to do is I will usually go with the next special here. So we're actually going to siphon off some of that energy. We're going to build up some turn meter, which I'll actually show you a set. So the other turn meter I should have actually shown you with Phasma is going to be this special here. And you get the, because everyone's got their advantage, which you get the advantage up with Phasma. And then we're going to go ahead and use this to gain additional turn meter to go again. Boom. Awesome. So now everyone is going to go ahead and attack. So they say you want to get Rey underneath half, which, yeah, that can't always happen. At this point, I will use this special here, which is going to give him additional turn mirror, or not additional turn mirror, but he's going to give him the additional special strength here and gives him an extra turn. We're going to go ahead and get her damage immunity up. We're going to go ahead and kind of just start clicking away at some of these guys here. Use a full there. All right, cool. So if someone died, this will happen. This does happen. So we're gonna go ahead and grab some. Let's see. We'll go ahead and we're gonna save that so we can stun. I'm gonna grab some more siphon off of there. We'll go ahead and give him another turn. And basically, what you're gonna do is, as long as you can, you want to keep attacking with SLKR on your Rey to keep her out of the picture. Now we could either go ahead and siphon some mastery, or we can use basic and increase the siphon to the end of the encounter. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Okay. Go ahead and give some more turn meter. And boom. Okay, Rey is gone. So that could have gone really bad. That could have gone really good. So the thing here that I have found is this is actually one of my better runs. Sometimes I end up having to kill the other guys, kill the ones on the sides. You know, so now you run to this spot here where you've got, you know, some issues with who's alive, who's not. We're going to run this one more time, actually, to see how many different ways this can go. I made it look easy, I'm sure. No, I'm just joking. But I found that this method works really, really well for me as far as for using these specific turn orders and using this specific way. So, let's see. So there we go, got another mat. So we're going to go ahead and run it one more time. And that way you can kind of see the exact same thing I just did one more time. And again, I will link a video here that you can see from another individual with their runs. I'll give them credit here. This as it was what really helped me get what I needed to get done here. So once again, we're going to go ahead and stun. She's going to get her stuff off there. Go ahead and give some turn meter. Done. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and go to her here. We're going to give turn meter again. And we're going to go ahead and siphon off some mastery. Give some advantage up and some more turn meter. More turn meter. More, as they would say. We're going to run into that. Once again, same scenario I ran into before. Now, that is just because my offense isn't high enough, I'm sure. So, I run into that. That's just kind of what happens. So that's why this method works really well for me, is just because I run into that. It seems like Kylo just always dies. Okay, we can go ahead and siphon some more off there. See, she's surviving a little bit more this time. I accidentally gave the turn meter to first order officer one time. That was not cool. There we go. Do it again. We're just siphoning off as much as we can. Keep him going. Use a basic. I want to save that. Okay, so we lost one character. We lost something, as he would say. All right. Siphon off some more. Everyone attack Rey. Okay, Rey's down again. So that's kind of the way you do it, is you kind of run through. You want to make sure Rey consistently ends up being the first to die because she's a damage dealer. She's the one that's going to take everyone down. And just going to keep on spamming that special there that he gets. So right there, we easily just walked through 2 runs. So I've kind of told you the basics of what you could do it with, what you can kind of get away with, and what you can't. So I really hope that this helps out anybody who's trying to run this event. I've only got to run this like one more time now, thank goodness. And then I will probably go through and do a full expose on the entire event, since I know there's not always some exciting content out there. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't, tell me why so I can get better. And we can if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, always my Discord is linked. So reach out and we'll chat. And until next time, I thank all of you for watching, and Skinless is out.